Why does it always seem to rain when I make my videos? It's like the gods are conspiring against me not to make this. Oh well, it's not like I listen anyway. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today, basically, as you can see from the title, I'm going on Letterboxd. And the main reason I'm going on Letterboxd is because I heard y'all are funny over there. Like it's lit over there. It's hilarious. So I had to get a taste. I needed to fit in. I needed to see what's going on. Especially if I want to make a movie or a show one day, I need to know what the girls are saying, not just those old ass critics that don't enjoy anything or don't have fun. I need to know what y'all are saying. So that's what we're doing today. We're getting to know the tea. Period. Chromie over here said the hoes need to see me move my ass to the front, so I did. Hey queen, that's bestie. If you couldn't tell, like that's my sister, that's my queen, that's mother. Love Kuromi. I was literally her for Halloween last year. But anyway, let's get into the topic of this video. I made an account already. Oh my god, they are so loud outside. Ugh, dorm life is not for me, but it is what it is. I'm first gonna look up the reviews, what everybody else is saying about movies that I might watch, or things that just came out that sound kind of interesting, but I haven't seen it yet, and I'm like, it depends on what y'all say because I'm going to trust your opinion on this. And then I'm going to talk about movies that I have watched and make my own reviews. I'm a TV show girl over movies, but there are some movies that are really, really good. And there's also some movies that I want to shade because I'm going to be messy today. I don't know. My week has been so stressful. I just need to let it out and take it out on other people. So I'm in, and Uglies as of right now has a 1.4 star rating. Didn't this movie come out like 2 weeks ago? Like, I mean, I know it's fresh, but damn, like that is abysmal. That's terrible. So I need to see why. I do need to figure out why. I know people are already making fun of it, but I miss the dystopian teen era. But that was my childhood. Like, I have not read this book, but I read a bunch. And there is a series that is my favorite, the Legend series. That one, why hasn't that been made into a movie? Like, I'm sure it would eat down. Like, oh my God. If I had money, if I was a producer girl, that would be the first thing I produced. I swear to God, it was so delicious. It was delectable. I loved it. But anyway, people are like, this movie was bad. And I'm like, wait, why? Like, we've been all wanting this to come back. Like, it was either vampires or this. And I prefer this over vampires. I'm sorry. I just never got into that. I never really cared. I haven't seen Twilight to this day. I've seen reactions, but I have not seen Twilight. And you know how people are sometimes with the internet, they dogpile, they just hate on stuff just because they want a reaction, rage bait and all that. So let's just see if this movie deserved a 1.4 star rating. That's tough. TikTok bold glamour filter ass movie. Oh no. Don't even. I saw that in the trailer. Oh yeah, I really don't know what this movie's about. Isn't it about uglies versus pretties or something? Hold on, let me look up what this shit is about. In a futuristic dystopia with enforced beauty standards, a teen awakening mandatory cosmetic surgery. Could you imagine? Oh my god, I literally cannot. Embarks on a journey to find her missing friend. Girl, I have white coat syndrome. This life would not be for me. Truly, I could not survive. I can't do it, and I don't like needles. And plastic surgery, what do they have a lot of? Needles. This life ain't for me. This movie would have done numbers in 2011. In 2024, it's poorly acted, rushed, and a deeply unserious movie. What a guy. 1.5 star rating. Oh, you can do half stars? That's nuts. I love that though. Oh my god. A lot of these have 1.5 stars. Damn. Things in this movie that are ugly. The CGI, the dialogues, the world design, the action. Things in this movie that aren't ugly. The people. Why do they call them uglies then? See, that's the thing. I feel like this works so much better as a book because in your mind you can imagine people that are ugly, but like these actors are clearly they're not gonna hire ugly people. Imagine though being cast in a movie, and they actually did. Girl, I would get that bag and I would flee the country because I'm not gonna have people pointing at me on the street saying that was that ugly girl in Uglies. No, no, you are not gonna catch me. That sucks that the dialogue was bad though. Like y'all couldn't do any updates. I know this is a book, and I don't know when the book came out, but I'm assuming it was around the time Hunger Games came out, so like 2012, 2010, stuff like that. Yeah, y'all could have updated that a little bit. Now, I don't know, I haven't seen it, but I believe it, because a lot of Netflix movies, unfortunately, don't have the best rep when it comes to the screenwriting. When we asked for more dystopian movies, this isn't what we meant. Did I just watch a 90-minute Facetune ad? Oh, God. Don't tell me they really did that filter the whole time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't touch these people's faces. Just don't. Just don't. Unless it's with a makeup brush, don't do it. A movie about the consequences of the Instagram face epidemic. That is the funniest one. That is hilarious. That is actually hilarious because no, wait, I see the point. I see the vision. Instagram face is a disease. Like, it's scary out here. Why do y'all all want the same face? It reminds me of like when the girl in Bridgerton people are like, you can tell she has an iPhone or she looks like she knows what an iPhone is or something like that. I was like, damn, like y'all did not have to do her like that. She's pretty too, but damn, y'all did not have to do Miss Hannah like that. That was messed up. Let them be lesbians, goddammit. Oh, so there were some queer undertones that they robbed us from. Now I really might not watch this movie because why would you take that away from me? Why? Why would you not do it? Unless it's not in the book or something, then. They can high key keep the sequel. It ended on a cliffhanger. I don't think they're bringing this shit back. I think they know a lot of people are hate watching it now after Tall Girl. Remember that whole thing? And then they made a second one, and people are like, for what? For why? I feel like it's the same thing here. A lot of people are just hate watching it, so they're probably not gonna make a second one. Unless that check is huge. Unless that check is real big. Because Joey King's been in her bag lately. She just had that Family Affair movie or whatever. Like, okay, girl, I see you. I was so fucking excited for this, and it totally delivered. No notes. 1.5 star. Oh, I love it. I love it. They cannot have made a whole YA series from the premise when you turn 16, you are yassified by government mandate. That is too good. They do not look 16. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. I don't like when they cast people that are so much older. Give younger people jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard out here for everybody. I get that, but like, damn. Hire somebody that's 20 to play a 16-year-old. That's believable. Why do they all have to look more mature? Like that, when I grew up, literally all I saw on TV for high schoolers were like 30-year-olds. So when I went to high school, I was expecting to look different and I expected everybody else to look different. But I'm like, why do we all still look like babies? Or have baby faces? Like, come on now, be a little more realistic. Now this, I guess you can let it slide because it is dystopian, but like 16, y'all could have upped the ages or something. I mean, I think there should be an age limit. Like, you gotta age out of it at some point. Now, if there's drinking and stuff in like the normal high school shows, then I get it. Don't hire a 16-year-old to portray an alcoholic or whatever the fuck. Don't actually hire young people to act like that. But still, even like a 25-year-old playing a 16-year-old, I think is a little too much. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't know. David's got me giggling and kicking my feet. No, because wait, I totally forgot Keith Powers was in this. I'm in love with this man. Ever since I saw him in that reality high show where he was also playing a 16-year-old and that came out in like 2017. Get him better roles, please. My man does not deserve this. Ever since I saw him in that though, I was like, I'm in love with you. Like, I am your biggest fan. Like, oh my god. How old is he? I want to know how old he is. Also, he is David. Okay, I just had to make sure you were talking about the right man because, yeah, Keith Powers is fine. He is handsome. Like, he's my favorite male celebrity in terms of looks. Absolutely. Oh, he's 32. Oh my god. No. Free him from these roles. Please let him play his age. Please. Please, please, please. Does this mean I have to suffer through part 2? I'd honestly just have to kill myself if I was approached to be a part of a film named Uglies. Exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly how I feel. Like, excuse me? Like, I don't know what we did as a society to deserve this, but I think the Kardashians are somewhat to blame. Now, this could be a thesis. Now, this could be an essay right here. I see your point. And I think you just need the sources to back it up, but I see your point. Wait, oh my god, that reminds me. Edebiri is on here. What if I find her in the wild? My queen, I love her. She gives that like awkward black girl vibe, and she's representing all of us because that's me as fuck. Like that's if you couldn't tell, like yeah, it's awkward over here. I don't fit in. I'm not like other girls, but not in like a good way, not in an ideal way. If there is one, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyways, David's fine ass could too convince me to revolt against the government. Tally is real as fuck. Wait, they revolt against? Well, I mean it's a dystopian. I guess you kind of have to revolt against the government. So because they have, so they're, in my mind, they're revolting because they don't want cosmetic surgery. Honestly, I would too. If it's government mandated, I don't want that shit either. Or is there something with these surgeries? Are they like implanting a chip in your brain or something so it's not what it seems? I wonder if that's what it is. Because a whole revolt, I mean, a protest is one thing, but a revolt, that's kind of nuts. So it's probably something there. I think they're probably going to go the Hunger Games route, or what was the one? Maze Runner. Oh, yeah, they might be doing like a Maze Runner type of thing. I don't exactly remember what the premise was because I haven't seen that movie in years. But weren't they doing lab shit in there? Yeah, it might be like that, but with pretty versus ugly people. How much longer are we gonna let Joya King play a 16-year-old? Free her too. Oh my god, yeah, because she was in like the kissing booth and stuff. Free her. At least she acted her age and family affair, but like imagine having to play a 16-year-old one day and like a 30-year-old the next. I don't know if I could do it. Like that's a lot. That's too much. Bitch, you better be joking. I think you're saying that the way Maddie in Euphoria would say that. Ugh, icon. They couldn't make Chase Stokes look pretty. Outer Banks. John B. He's in this movie too? Damn, this is actually a really nice cast. They couldn't make Chase Stokes look pretty? I don't understand what that means. I think that's impossible to not make him look pretty. He's naturally pretty. I don't know what you mean here. Uglies, no doubt in my mind, would have been doing numbers if it dropped 10 plus years ago. Easily could fall into the Divergent / Maze Runner type of films. Netflix strikes again with another piss poor film. Not shocked. I had hopes that Uglies would be decent. ... Should have known better in a Netflix film. I rarely say this, but I don't recommend watching this shit. One thing though, John B, get your ass back to OBX, bro. Oh my god. John B, come home. Or whatever the hell their dad would say when he was ringing that bell. Did he die? Did the dad die? I hope he died. Because he was so annoying in that goddamn show. The new trailer just dropped, by the way, season 4. Yeah. If one of the main characters don't die though, how do you have infinite lifelines? Honestly, if I had to pick one, it'd probably be JJ, even though I love JJ and Key. He's always doing some reckless ass shit. So I feel like if one of them is gonna go, it'd be him. But I love him, so I hope not. But somebody's gotta die. Like, how are you all immune to death in gunshots? Like, make it make sense. Okay, I want to switch gears a little bit to a movie that I did watch possibly every single reaction I could find on YouTube. Like, every single one, and that is Madam Web. People have been shitting on this movie still for months, saying it's one of the worst movies of the year. And I just want to know what your reaction is, because I might still watch it. Every line reading feels like it's on a Zoom delay. No, not the bad delivery. They definitely just did this for a check. So they're like, memorize the lines? Who cares about that? Nobody's gonna care. Nobody's gonna notice. I wonder if they do have teleprompters on set sometimes. I know they do for those soap operas where they film a new episode every day or they release a new one every day. Like, how in the hell could you memorize all that? Because I don't know if y'all are being mad at it because it's too woke, because it's like an all girls cast. Because I hate when people say that. That's so annoying. Like, shut the fuck up. Or is it just really bad? And it just kind of makes all of the female superhero led films look bad, even though that's not fair to judge like that. But you know, people do anyway because they like to put everything in a box. I need to know what's good. Miley, what's good? I need to know. Yeah. Madam Web feels like it was made by aliens from another planet, mostly because it doesn't seem like a human could watch this slop and agree to release it for public consumption. Y'all know how to read. Oh, and this is Cinema Joe again. The girls know how to read on here. Oh my gosh. A sponsored by Pepsi script written with a crayon where every line is either ADR or expository babble, and it can't even bury the script under action or style because there is none. Scientists, not in the Amazon. That's funny. We'll study this movie for years, but I doubt Sony will learn a lesson from it. Shots fired. And this has 4,470 likes. Yeah, that's pretty bad from the sound of it. I really don't like exposition dumps. One's fine because you gotta know some lore, you gotta know some backstory. And how else are you gonna know unless they tell you? But a bunch, and the ADR, oh my god, it was that obvious. Every line is either ADR. I remember they were saying with like the villain in this, you could tell where it was just so off. And I saw some examples and I was like, ooh, that is kind of. And I heard there were a lot of reshoots of this too. So I wonder if everybody at the end just gave up. But I think it's so funny how in the trailer they had what was it? My mom was in the Amazon forest searching for spiders when she died or something. How they just took that out of the movie because people were making fun of it in the trailer. I feel like they were like, well, we can edit that out. Yeah, they probably took that out for sure. I feel like this movie could have been so interesting too. Like, it could have been so good, but from the reviews and the reactions, it's just kind of bland. Like, this could have been such a cool concept. Madam Web is a groundbreaking achievement in experimental editing, experimental cinematography, experimental acting, and experimental storytelling. Half star. Damn, the sarcasm. Oh, I love sarcasm. It's my favorite. Oh, I could see it. The aura before I scrolled. Like, I felt it. I felt it. Oh, this is so good. This cesspool of shit on fire is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my whole life. The scene where she gets trapped in a car that goes into the Hudson, I counted 32 cuts. 32 cuts in a not even 2-minute long scene. This was amazing, iconic dialogue because it's so shit. I am crying from laughter. 5 stars. Hey, at least that helped the rating. Yikes. Oh yeah, what's the rating for this? I didn't even check. Anybody want to take a guess? Is it higher or lower than Uglies? The answer is higher by 0.1 star. It has a 1.5 star rating, so technically it is a better movie. Yikes. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Unfortunately, the only sexual tension for me today is between the roof of my mouth and a pew pew. Oh my god. Because this might be the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in a cinema. Absolute garbage from start to finish. I don't even know how this was greenlit. Shot like a bad CW pilot, edited by a blind person, and written by the writers of Morbius, which should tell you enough. Harry, you are reading these girls to filth. Oh my god, not the bad CW pilot. Yeah, CW shows have gone downhill for sure. I don't even know how this was greenlit is a good point because it does seem like it could have been in the editing stage for a little while longer from what I've heard of the script and stuff. It just wasn't that good. It was just bland. It was just bland in a funny way, but not on purpose. Some of the best lines include, "But I don't have a neuromuscular disorder." Gag, that's crazy. What, you've never been shot at in Queens before? Hello? That's wild. Spider people? To her dead mom. So you didn't hate me. You should be embarrassed. 1 star. I love the part where Madam Web says it's webbing time. No, she did not. I don't remember that part. No way in hell she said that. She doesn't even does she even have web powers? No, she did not. This gotta be a joke. You can feel the movie wants to be a camp classic and the filmmakers, or probably the studio execs, actively fighting against that. That's a good point. I wonder if it's their fault. It might not be the writer's fault. It might not be the actor's fault. But it might be their fault. Just give them the money and let them do what they want. Like, why you gotta be so controlling, mama? Back off a little bit. You can back up a little bit. You can back up a little bit. Things that Dakota Johnson can defeat: A Bowl of Limes, being cast in 50 Shades of Grey, which I still haven't seen. I still have not seen that movie. Ellen DeGeneres, literally, that video is so good. I invited you, Ellen. Yes, I did. Things Dakota Johnson can't defeat: The Script. And they all thought they were going to be a part of the MCU too. Like, Sony tricked them. Like, oh, that is so terrible. Gay, Morbius son, or thought Madam Web daughter. I'm gonna go with the thought daughter. Madam Web for sure. I've seen one Morbius reaction and it looked even worse than this. Like, terrible. So, Madam Web, I'm gonna stick beside you. She is very gorgeous to me. Sorry, my brain is full of only references. Truly. That's all that's going on out there in music. 24/7. My spider web tastes like Pepsi Cola. Not the Lana Del Rey reference. Monks spend a lifetime trying to achieve the sort of quiet that was present during my screening of Madam Web. How did your brain even... That's so creative. Like, how did your brain even go there? Movies are amazing. They can be anything. Even this. 2 stars. Oh my gosh, you guys are not holding back and I love to see it. We should consider these way more valuable than what the other critics give, because those are probably bought and whatever. Friends, they're all friends. We need to look at these and value these way more. The whole Madam Web press tour has been Dakota Johnson saying, the movie we made sucks and this industry is dying. And she was right because this was a mess. See? She might tell a joke, but she'll never tell a lie. Why was this filmed like an episode of Modern Family? Wait, what does that mean? I haven't seen Modern Family. I know, I haven't watched a lot of iconic shit. I'm sorry. Haven't seen an episode of Modern Family, but isn't it kind of like The Office, the way it's filmed? Where it like pans back and forth to people? Or Abbott Elementary, maybe? I feel like that's what I remember from certain scenes. It just kind of whips and whips and whips. Okay, now that we looked at some movies that were kind of shit, if we're being honest, let's look into something that's pretty highly regarded from what I've heard. And that is the movie Pulp Fiction. Now, I've heard of this movie, and the title is interesting, but I still have, to this day, have never seen it. Yes, call me a fake film fan, because I'm really not. So, I won't be offended by that. But I might watch it, because isn't Uma Thurman in it with that bob? Yeah. Miss Cunty Bob, like, yes, like that is her. Like, she is the owner, she's the creator, she's the founder of the Bob, from what I can tell. So we need to pay Miss Uma our respects. Absolutely. The only reason I knew this movie existed is because of Twice in their What Is Love music video. So shout out to Twice. Long live Twice. Because that one part where they were doing the dance, yeah, that was iconic. I just want to see if people still consider this a good movie today, or do we have our nostalgia glasses on? Or was it just a movie of its time and it doesn't really hit nowadays? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to find out. Oh, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. Oh, was this like his big hit? Oh, this was made in 1994. I thought this was made in like the 80s for some reason. You won't know the facts until you've seen the fiction. That's kind of tea. That kind of hooked me in. Okay, now hold on. A burger-loving hitman, his philosophical partner, a drug-addled gangster's mole, and a washed-up boxer converge in a sprawling comedic crime caper. Their adventures unfurl. Never heard of her before. Never heard that word in my life. In three stories that ingeniously trip back and forth in time. Oh, that's so hard to do. I feel like I couldn't write something like that. Like, that's just so hard to do. Like, you really have to be thinking 10 steps ahead. Like, your mind, in order to do that, goated. So, maybe this is good. Does Quentin Tarantino think a screenplay automatically gets better every time a white person says the N word? No, don't tell me. This was made in the 90s and we're still doing that in the 90s? Like, damn, really? How bad is it? Like, how many times does a white person say it? Ooh, like, is it necessary? Like, what's the context there? Maybe somebody will tell me the context, but yikes. This is a tasty burger. Vincent, you ever had a Travis Scott burger? Me, myself, and I have not had a Travis Scott burger because I'm too picky for that. Yeah. The only thing I got was a BTS meal, but mine didn't even come in a nice bag. It was like a regular McDonald's bag. And I don't like sauces really, so all I ate was the chicken, and I don't really like McDonald's chicken, so it kind of sucked, but I did it for BTS. I did it to support my kings. Quentin Tarantino wanted to say the N word so bad. Oh my god, no! Oh jeez, please be serious. Ugh, should I watch this then? Because if I'm gonna be pissed, then I don't know if I should watch it, but let me know how bad it is. Because, ugh, you don't have to say it. You really don't have to say it. A film full of important life lessons about foot massage ethics. So you telling me we got the N word all over the place and foot fetishes in this? I might have to pass. How to hide priceless heirlooms as a prisoner of war. Whoa. What to do if someone at a party ODs on heroin? Oh my god. And the best practices for cleaning brain from car upholstery. Oh, this is violent? Like, this is, oh, they're like out here shooting? Glad I saw this movie young, so I learned all this stuff early. 5 stars though. These reviews are like 3, 4, 5 stars, all of them so far. So that's awesome. I just went to a local theater and saw a version of Pulp Fiction acted out entirely by marionette puppets, and yeah, I'm fucking logging it on Letterboxd. I would love to see that, but like for Mamma Mia, I feel like that would be so much fun. I laughed at the tomato joke. I don't know what the tomato joke is. When I say I like Pulp Fiction, it means I like Mia Wallace. Mia Wallace dancing. Mia Wallace drinking her milkshake. Mia Wallace coming back to life. Whoa. Mia Wallace telling Vincent her tomato joke. Oh, so it was her joke. Everything Mia Wallace does. I don't know who Mia Wallace is, but she seems like a legend, so shout out to Mia Wallace. Bruce Willis. Oh, Bruce Willis is in this? 100 out of 100. Fucking perfect from beginning to end, Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction is more than just a film, but a bona fide landmark in cinematic history. Oh, really? Oh, he had the girls like that. The delirious, introspective, funny, and captivating set of characters are unhinged from any sense of conviction, moving through the landscape of Tarantino's sunny little universe with wicked brutality and gorgeous fluidity. Ooh, the vocab. Oh my gosh. Like, this is a professional review. Every needle drop of groovy tunes, quick pan to the camera, and quick scrambling of the kaleidoscope narrative all comes together in a masterpiece of profound audaciousness and sun-soaked perversity. I don't even know what this means at this point. I just came from class. My brain is fried right now. I do not understand this right now. The passion and the vibrant beauty radiates from the screen like a golden glow from Marcellus's briefcase. Don't know what that is. Tarantino's ultimate achievement and one that will continue to age like fine wine. Maybe I can set some things aside. It was a different time in regards to certain words being said by lots of people. So maybe it won't be that bad. It won't be that hard to watch. Mia, don't be a Mia, outlines a rectangle. Me. You know what? Fuck this entire film. This took me over a month to watch, and I hate Quincy Tarantula's foot fetish. Love that. Not feet are gross. I don't care. I don't get the hype. I don't get the obsession some people have with it. Just gross. They're gross. Ew. But Quincy Tarantula is hilarious. That is a funny nickname. That's, you know how celebrities, I just saw a video on this, but like, you know how celebrities are given different nicknames? Like Ariana goes, I don't know who called her that. Was it Azealia Banks? They called Ariana Grande Arianka. Every time I hear Ariana Grande, I think that now. And sometimes I say that to people, and I'm like, wait, you don't know what that is? Or what's another one? Dula Peep is a legendary one. Like, I always call them that, and I'm like, wait, you guys don't know what that is? So this is my for Quentin Tarantino, Quincy Tarantula. Every time, I don't know, if I ever watch a movie of his, or if I ever review a movie of his, that's what I'm gonna call him. So be in the know. Make sure you know what's going on. Poster sales in male college dorms after this. Oh my god, is there unnecessary nudity too? Am I allowed to call myself a cinephile now that I finally watched this? No, me as hell, because it's such an iconic movie. I feel like I don't know film if I haven't seen this. So I feel like I have to. Like it's just one of those staples you gotta watch. So I'm probably gonna watch it. Y'all claim this is Tarantino's best film? Come sit down with me and we'll talk over a real $5 milkshake about how his real masterpieces are Inglourious Bastards and Kill Bill. Oh my god, I haven't seen Kill Bill either. I have not seen that movie, even though I love the song by SZA. I have to watch that movie for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that movie. I am gonna watch that movie. I might watch Kill Bill before I watch this actually, because that was so iconic with the swords, and I just had a whole unit in my film class about like samurais versus like western versus like kung fu, so that's pretty cool. Fabian, I think that's how you say that name, is forever and always the most character to ever grace the silver screen. Just the most. The most of everything, just the most. It's kind of like Brat. It's just Brat. Is Fabian Brat? Let me know. This is just 30% pop culture references, 20% religious metaphors, 10% Sam Jackson saying motherfucker. Oh, is this where that comes from? This movie? Is that how this became his like line? Oh my gosh, wow. 10% some guy getting pissed over a watch, 20% blood soaked fun, 10% tasty looking food, and 100% Mia Wallace being the best character in all of cinema. Oh wait, is Mia Wallace Uma Thurman's character? And I've been thinking that's been an actual actress this whole time. Hold on, I have to look that up because I'm gonna sound so dumb. Mia Wallace is indeed fictional, and that is indeed Uma Thurman. Okay. So I had a moment there, but we all have them, so just forgive me. Forgive me. Is this good or are film bros just like that? 2.5 stars. Ooh. Oh, now we're getting into some bad ratings here. Like watching a smug child eat his dessert before his dinner, and every time you try to stop him, he says the N word. Oh. I wonder if an apology has ever been made. Or maybe, like, you know how Disney goes back in and there's a lot of problematic stuff, so they edit it out and then they have a message at the front saying that they changed some stuff? I wonder if they should do that for this movie. Genuinely wonder if they should do that for this movie. I think they might have to. Nice normal movie about good combos with your friends and loved ones. See, now if I didn't see the other reviews, I would think you were telling the truth. Some of y'all be liars. Some of y'all just be lying on here. Not a cop in sight, just people vibing and committing crimes. Yeah, yeah, I can see why Pulp Fiction is so highly regarded with such insightful lines of dialogue as, that is a tasty burger. I don't know what's going on here. Pitch Perfect is better just saying, now this, I can see that being true because Pitch Perfect, I grew up with that. The first one came out when I was in third grade. And like everybody, we were all learning the Cuff song. Yeah, that movie's hard to beat. I watched all three of them. And the third one came out near my birthday, so I watched it on my birthday or a little bit after for my birthday. So yeah, Pitch Perfect is hard to top, truly. Oh, can't you rank like your favorite movies on this thing? I might be able to put Pitch Perfect up there. Absolutely, that movie is a classic. Especially as a choir kid growing up, that movie is classic. Like nobody's touching that. I have a game for all of you. Take a shot every time they swear in this movie. Don't do that. That is like a death wish. That is something you do when you're just over life. Don't do it. Don't do it. I believe in you. It does get better. It will get better. Do not do this. Do not try that challenge. Unless it's Dr. Pepper. Then I would do that because Dr. Pepper is the best. Cherry Coke is close second, but Dr. Pepper is ultimate, reigns supreme. You see how my mind just goes places? Like, this is a disease. Like, I need help. Like, why does it do that? Why does it do that? You saw it in real time. Like, that's crazy. I mean, it's good, but are we really sure that this is one of the best movies ever? I mean, like I said in my last video, nothing matters until I watch it. Like, no opinion matters until I have seen it for myself. So, I might have to get back to you on that. Okay, the next movie I want to get into is But I'm a Cheerleader. And honestly, my school's film club just showed this movie, but I wasn't aware until after the fact. They watched this movie and another Sapphic movie, and I had no idea. And that really hurts my soul because I wanted to see it. But maybe this is something I should experience for myself by myself, because Miss Ma'am grew up with a lot of internalized homophobia and a lot of homophobic people around me. So maybe I just need to do this one for me. Because I know RuPaul is in this for whatever reasons, and I love RuPaul now. So I have to see, because hello, RuPaul playing a straight man? In what universe? In what world? I've seen a lot of clips and edits to this movie on TikTok, so I'm very excited for this. Very much so. I cannot wait to see what the girls think about this one. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I am, like in terms of sexuality wise, but maybe this movie will help me get to that point, make me realize some things, make me feel some things. Like, not to share my business, but I'm questioning right now, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Michelle Williams shows up for a few minutes. Julie Delpy is credited as lipstick lesbian. RuPaul plays an ex-gay. No more explanation should be needed. 4 stars. Okay, we're starting out strong. Where's RuPaul's Oscar for the line, I myself was once a gay? Like, Academy Award. Like, Actor of the Year goes to. Like, that's crazy. I'm glad he agreed to do this. So, like, that instantly makes this movie more iconic. Like, him alone agreeing to be in this. Who else do you need? Like, who else could possibly be on his level? When they're talking about what their homosexual roots are, and one of the girls says, I was born in France. Yeah. That reminds me of the whole Legally Blonde musical, Gay or European. I don't know. That was so good. That musical was so good. One might say she is a queer leader. 4 stars. Natasha Lyonne not being a lesbian in real life is fake news. No, because wait, I watched American Pie over the summer, and wasn't she a lesbian in that too? Damn, like that was her bag for real. This is her niche she's crafted for herself. She also looks good as a redhead. I'd be shocked if she wasn't a redhead in real life. Like, I know it's died now, but at one point, you're telling me she wasn't a natural redhead? Crazy. Crazy talk. I take special pleasure in knowing how uncomfortable this movie makes straight people. Oh my god. 10 years ago, I would have been like, burn it. Burn it. Burn them. But now I've grown and matured, so pat on the back, finger snaps for me. Yes, yes, exactly. It just took me a second, but I got there. I'm way more accepting now. So that's on character development. That's on self growth. You know what I'm saying? Was so instantly into this movie. Perfect color palette, absolutely hilarious, perfectly directed satire that is so deliriously 90s and strangely comforting to me. Yeah, weren't the colors like so stereotypical, like bright ass pink rooms and blue rooms? And I love a satire. Satires need to come back. Please, Lord, bring satires back. I'm writing one right now, and it's so much fun. Like, there's so much fun. I live for a satire. This kind of movie is so quickly endearing to me that I texted people to talk about. Did y'all see that? I texted people to talk about it / recommended it only 20 minutes in. Everyone's so good in it. RuPaul, holy shit. And there are so many surprisingly tender and sweet things that go almost under-acknowledged, despite being the basis for entire seasons of TV shows that try to exist as queer life 101 for straights. Whew, that's tea though. That's a valid point. Finally, a queer film with the aesthetic sensibilities of the Cat in the Hat movie. Please, oh my god, not the Cat in the Hat movie. Bye. What a comparison. That's good. Gay Polly Pocket core. What's not to like? Love a Polly Pocket. Grew up with Polly Pockets. So underrated in terms of dolls and stuff. So good. And it is giving Dollhouse. Like, it truly is. I see that. Where was Julie Delpy's Oscar nomination for her classic role as lipstick lesbian? Finding out Natasha Lyonne is straight really was a top 10 anime betrayal. The ratings on these are good so far. Wait, what's the overall rating? Let me check. 4 stars. Damn, that's good. I always forgot how brutal the parents are, especially Graham's. This film tackles conversion therapy with humor, but it doesn't pretend it's fun, cute, or innocuous. It is a satire of how queer and straight people are seen by straight people. Skewering stereotypes by leaning into them and dragging the straight patriarchal obsession with queer sex lives to an extreme and not entirely fictional conclusion. It mocks with a distorted view of reality, taking its bright colors and silly jokes not to sugarcoat the reality, but to emphasize the cool absurdity of it. And holy fuck is it funny. 4.5 stars. Now that sounds like a classic movie for the gays. Absolutely. I love this. I'm definitely watching this. You guys have convinced me. This is good. There's probably hella lessons in this that we all need to see. Like what you said, like with the whole mocking of how straight people view queer people. Like, yes, well, yes. Before I knew I was gay, I was too attracted to artwork and home decor with vaginal motifs on them. Nice. Everyone remembers where they were when they found out that Natasha Lyonne isn't gay. Is she like ranked in like the top 10 celebrities that the gays just love? Because I could see that happening. I could totally see that happening. Because this is like the 3rd or 4th comment on that that they were shocked. Or maybe she just acted so well. Vegetarianism equals gay. I believe it. Choose your fighter, straight RuPaul or gay Prince Zuko. Please be serious. Get out. That is so funny. Straight RuPaul. We're going for straight RuPaul in this one. He got my back 100%. Or maybe he don't. I don't know. Went from what the hell to insanely great aesthetics to is this RuPaul to the most relatable thing I've seen in a long time to I can't stop crying super fast. Does this have a sad ending? Do not tell me this has a sad ending. LGBT movies with a happy end. This is my religion. That's what I'm talking about. We need way more of those. Some of them just be so depressing and I'm like, hang it up, pack it up. We already get enough of that in real life. Let's just have fun with it. And that's what this is giving from the vibes that I'm seeing. Like, let's just have fun. For the most part. You gotta tackle some tough stuff when you talk about conversion therapy. But like for the most part, it's a satire, right? Let's just have fun. Let's just giggle a little bit. Need a lesbian to hit the they them blunt with me. Bye. Get the fuck out. Breaking news. All filmmakers have canceled plans for any upcoming films with the consensus being why bother? Cinema peaked 21 years ago with this masterpiece. Oh my god. Imagine. No, I hate remakes. I really, really hate remakes. But maybe in like 10 more years, I could see them remaking this with a more modern lens. But they just can't fuck it up. You just can't touch. Maybe they should just leave this alone. Don't touch it. Never mind. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Pretend I didn't say that. I'm going to be publishing some of my own reviews, so follow my account if you see this, if you find it. Yeah, follow me on here. Absolutely. She will be updated whenever I have the time to watch a movie. So probably winter break. The only movie I saw in theaters over the summer actually was Twisters. And I was living. As a former meteorology student, yeah, I ate that shit up. It kind of made me be like, do I want to go back? And then I was like, the math. No. All them equations and stuff, can't do it. Don't ask. So yeah, I'm just going to leave my own review real quick and I'll put it on the screen because I hate texting and reading out loud. So I didn't see it in 40x. Thank God, because I feel like that would have been way too much. I probably would have threw up and had to run out of there. Like that's like a roller coaster. I could not imagine. I didn't realize they sprayed water either. Hell no, you can keep it. I had a good time regardless, and yeah, I definitely recommend you watch this movie. Glen Powell actually ate down in this. The last time I seen him eat this hard was as Chad Radwell in Scream Queens. Yeah, he did something to me in this movie, which I wasn't feeling before, but now I'm like, I see the hype. Like, yeah, he looked good in a cowboy hat, and it was just so entertaining. I loved it. I was obsessed. Okay, another movie I've seen over the summer, even though I should have saw this in theaters, is Inside Out 2. Disney, not my fault, not my problem. I saw this movie on TikTok twice, 4K quality. Yeah, you might need to get on that. Don't, because you're making enough money, but like, I saw the full film twice. The second one was okay. It was alright. I'm not gonna hate on it, but it wasn't as good as it could have been, you know? The new characters weren't really utilized that well, in my opinion. And they were all so good and valid and necessary and they made sense, but I don't know, it was just kind of underwhelming. Maybe my expectations were too high, but maybe I'll watch it again. Maybe I missed some things. Maybe I just had my nostalgia glasses on because I grew up with the first movie, but yeah, 3.5 stars for now. Hopefully you can't hear this rain, but if you can, hopefully you don't hate it. And it's a nice little backdrop because it is pouring outside and it's not gonna stop for another 4 hours. And I have to film this video because I'm going home today. So it is what it is. I'm sorry. Another movie I watched over the summer, literally a day or two before school started, was Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. And this movie was A1. I loved it. I loved it. Great idea. Don't really like the whole multiverse thing, but they kind of were ahead of their time because this movie came out in what, 2019, 2018. So they're not copying everybody else. Everybody else copied them. Teen Titans will always be the GOAT, always be my favorite superheroes, always be my favorite superhero group. It's just so good. Grew up on it. Nobody's topping it. And they brought the OGs back. And Robin, love of my life. I'm obsessed with Robin. Every time I think of Robin, I think of that one scene. It was raining and his hair was wet and he like brushed it back. Yeah. I think about that a lot. Like that's my man right there. That's my man. I'm claiming him. Now let's get into American Pie. Again, Natasha Lyonne was in that and she was also a lesbian, which is kind of crazy, which is why this is like her thing. And I can see why people were very confused to be like, wait, she wasn't being for real. She was acting there. She had a slight role. I lived for her character. Like she was like the voice of reason. She was telling these boys was good. And we love that. We love an informer. We love an informant. We do. This is one of those movies where it's like a high school classic, and I did not watch it in high school. I watched it for the first time. Well, I actually read the script first because I was like, maybe it'll help me get some ideas for my own. Didn't really because it's a whole different vibe, but I liked it and it was fun. I had a great time. Enjoyed reading the script, enjoyed watching the movie, thought it was amazing, thought it was great. Not much I would change about it. Another movie I watched was A Simple Favor, and that one, terrifying. Blake Lively was terrifying. That was the first thing I've ever seen her in. Again, I didn't watch normal stuff growing up. I'd never seen Gossip Girl. I know she was the main character in there. I know she was Serena, and I know she's kind of like a legend for like girls my age, but I was not there, and I'm sorry. She played that role a little too well. I'm terrified of her. Like the stare that she had, crazy. Just she gives off vibes. Like she was her character, and that terrified me a little bit. Like the woman was crazy. Anna Kendrick's character, what was her name? Becca, was also insane. Like these mothers, absolutely insane. Don't fuck with them. Do not fuck with them at all. It was a great time though. I did not know what was going next. I did not know who was gonna live, who was gonna die. Like it was interesting. It was very good. It was a simple premise, but I loved it. And it was the acting that really carried this movie, so applause to them. Another movie that I also really enjoyed was Space Cadet. It was on Amazon Prime, Emma Roberts, and I know people were making fun of this movie. And sometimes you can just tell when stuff is not supposed to be realistic. It's just supposed to be fun. This was a fun movie, and y'all hate fun. Y'all hate when women have fun. And that is disappointing to me, but I'm shocked but not surprised. I loved this movie. I really, really did. I would definitely watch it again. You just have to live in an imaginary world like Rex did sometimes. You just don't take it so serious. Live a little. That's the theme. Just live a little. Have a grand old time and just kiki it up. They were not going for the realistic route at all. And I feel like y'all were taking it there when that's not where they wanted to be. Honestly, the romance plot wasn't really needed, but I'm not hating it. I liked Gabrielle Union in it. The little test they made them do, the call me maybe scene on the treadmills. The side characters were really, really good. Last but not least, I'm going to be getting into Anyone But You. So this movie was supposed to be reviving the rom-com renaissance, or be the start, the little spark of the renaissance, but it didn't do it for me. I feel like this movie was a hit or miss for a lot of people, and unfortunately for me, it was a big miss. I did not enjoy it. I wasn't feeling it at all. The main thing is, they were just so messy for no reason. I didn't feel like there was a lot of effort there with the acting either. It was just kind of like, let's get our money and go. Get that bread, get that head, and leave. Literally, that's what they did. That's what they did. That's what they did. So I was a little disappointed because I want rom-coms to come back and I want them to be in theaters. I want them to be big again, even if they're mid-budget. But I just wasn't. This one wasn't given for me, and that is a shame. Glen Powell and Sweeney, both very attractive people, but that's just not enough. Sorry, no shade, but I just did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy that. Yeah, that's mainly what it is. I just didn't really feel like they were in love. I feel like this should have been about friends. A whole one night stand gone bad, and then they have to learn how to be friends because of their sister and their best friend. Like that would have been better because I wasn't feeling the romance. Glen Powell, I think you should stick more to the Twisters action type of stuff. That's your bag, and then Sydney Sweeney is the more drama type. Because from what I've seen in Euphoria, I liked it so far. I haven't finished it, but she's good in that, so I know she's good. And I saw Everything Sucks, which is so underrated. It was so good. And she was great in that. Her character was hilarious. But the rom-com, when you add them together, I don't know. Maybe it'd be better in a dramedy. Yeah. He should do action. You should do dramedy. Yeah. If you liked it, no shade. Like, that's great. I'm glad you liked it. But me personally, I just wasn't feeling it. So hopefully we get some better ones with the same type of love and budget and support. That's it for this video. Basically, the takeaway here is that film fans are the funniest people on planet Earth. Their humor is unmatched. Nobody's topping them. They're goated, absolutely. And that I'm a good movie reviewer. We should all get a Letterboxd account. We should all just hype up or shit on movies because why not? What do we have to lose? What are they going to do about it? I need to watch more movies so I can leave more of my own reviews on here. Okay, I'm adding this in a little bit later, but I'm reading the reviews from the movies that I made a review on, and Inside Out 2's reviews are so fucking funny. You guys have to watch them. The pouchy ones, those comments are hilarious. Oh my god, it is hilarious. Because that scene was wild. crazy. I don't know if that was an adult joke or just something nobody thought would be taken in a weird way, but it was strange. It was very weird to me. I was like, what in the hell am I watching right now? Disney? Is this Disney or is this like, I don't know, The Simpsons or some shit? Like, what is this? Another thing is, I found it. I found the account. I was just scrolling through the movies that I was talking about, and I found Ayo's account on a simple favor. She said, hold on. She said, it made 0 sense, but I had fun. Literally, though, like, what was going on? It was such a wild movie. Like, I was like, what's happening? Is she trying to take over the girl's life or what? Is she trying to kill her, find her? I don't know, but it was a lot of fun. Wait, how many stars did she give it? Oh, she gave it 3 stars. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. I've been listening to pretty much all week and oh my god, their music was so good before like 2019. I stopped listening to them after that, but their music before was so good. I think my favorite 2 songs by them are 10,000 Hours and Would You Mind? Because Would You Mind is timeless. Like it feels like it's 90s, but it still feels relevant. Like you guys gotta listen to those 2 songs, if anything. The whole EP, the Pretty Much an EP, was also very, very good. Like all 4 songs in there are good. The songs before that, great, amazing. After that, I kind of don't know what happened. It kind of felt like the music was getting to be a little too generic. But maybe I should do a video on them. Because the way I found them was very interesting. I don't know. I was a Beans for a while, you guys. Shout out to the Beans. Let me know if I should make a video about Pretty Much. Yeah, I probably am. I'm gonna do it because they should have had One Direction level fame. Like their music was just as good in my opinion. It's just nobody really knew they were because Simon Cowell wasn't promoting them. Alright, go listen to those songs because I'm not gonna be able to play them on here. Bye. Check out my other videos if you want. That'd be kind of cool. Or not.